Maine's jails have been required to provide addiction treatment since 2019 and are spending millions of dollars each year on this care. Maine Monitor healthcare reporter Emily Bader spent the past year digging into why Maine's jails have become some of the largest addiction treatment providers in the state and the debate over how this treatment is paid for. She joins us now to talk about her 4-part series published by the Maine Monitor with support from the Pulitzer Center. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So, starting things off, how big of a problem is addiction in Maine's jails, and what are jails actually required to provide for treatment?
Yeah, so county officials estimate about 75% of prisoners have a substance use disorder, and about 60% have a mental illness, and they usually go hand in hand. So it's obviously a majority of the population. As you mentioned, since 2019, jails have been required to provide medications for opioid use disorder. Those are medications like Suboxone or Sublocade, and those help with withdrawal symptoms, and they help with cravings for opioids.
So a big issue here, and your reporting looked into how 2 rural jails in particular are rethinking addiction treatment. What's so different about their approach?
Yeah, so one of the jails I visited was Franklin County Detention Center in Farmington. And last summer, they launched an extended release injectable buprenorphine program. Those injections are known by their brand names usually, which are Sublocade or Brixadi. And the difference here is that most of the jails are providing these daily pills or sublingual strips. They just go right under the tongue. And those only provide really a 24-hour protection against the withdrawal symptoms and the cravings. These injections are given monthly, so they have a longer period of protection against those symptoms, and they're showing that they're really successful because they're helping people when they are released from the jail. It's giving them some buffer time before they need to see another provider. As the Franklin County Jail found out, there's use of force and violent incidents between prisoners are going down. It's sort of just lowering the tensions within the jail because those daily pills or strips are just not as protective and they can be misused still. And the other jail is Somerset County Jail, which started their program in 2022, and they've also seen great results. There's a paper by Dr. Elaine O'Connor that looked at how many people are continuing treatment after they're released compared to another jail that only had the daily pills, and their success rate is much higher.
Yeah, and so tell me more about why the stage after someone is released is so important when it comes to these medications.
Yeah, so nationwide, drug-related overdose is the leading cause of death for prisoners recently released from jails or prisons. So it's a really critical time to protect the health and safety of people. Usually when you go into a jail or prison, you lose your tolerance for opioids, and if you return to use immediately, you're at much higher risk of overdose. So some of the jails, like Franklin County, are really beefing up their reentry programs. So that's making sure that people are set up with housing, main care, whatever else they need to land on their feet after they're released while they're still in jail. And I spoke to a woman named Audrey who went through Franklin County Jail last summer. She's been arrested and incarcerated several times, but this time she got the injections. She worked directly with their reentry team. They helped her set up housing. They helped her figure out where she wanted to go next. She continued the injections, and she really spoke to what a difference this made to her. And in May, she celebrated a year of recovery.
Yeah, a lot of issues exploring here in this series. Emily, thanks so much for sharing some of that with us.
Thank you.
And you can read the full series at themainemonitor.org.